All right, it's 23 past the hour. You're listening to the Ken and Ken Show. I'm the Deuce here with Scotzo in the new dork. We also have Kelly Tripolo, who's running for Stoughton State Senate. And you're listening to WKSM Stoughton. Remember, I am the undisputed king of the fourth wave of right-wing talkers on Stoughton South Side. And on the phone, we have a liberal here from the online network TIT, Michael Shure.
Hey, it's great to be here, guys.
Why don't you tell people what TIT is and why it is that liberals can't seem to do any like hard news without it being sort of sexual?
Well, you're mispronouncing it, Ken. It's TYT. It's the Young
Deuce.
Turks. Yeah, so it's not that.
What? I'm sorry. What? I didn't hear what you said.
TYT. It's not you. Those are the initials.
Right.
The name of your network, and you're coming on here in the first 10 seconds and lying. Like, I don't. Here's the thing: if you guys want to name your network TIT, why can't you just be honest? If you're gay, just say who you are.
What's great about being at the Young Turks, guys, is that if we named the network TIT, we would have called it TIT. It's not what it's called. It's the Young Turks. It's TYT.
All right. Well, I guess we can't read. Okay, but let's talk about what's going on really in the news. Okay, first off, and we will get to all the stuff about that's happening with the Clemson University student VP who sat during the Pledge of Allegiance, which is just outrageous. But there's obviously more important stuff to talk about. Tony Podesta leaving the Podesta group. What do you make of this?
So that's what you're going to lead off with? Of everything that's happened over the past 24 hours, you're going with Tony Podesta?
Yeah, so a liberal super lobbyist who worked for Obama, who worked for Hillary. Meanwhile, you guys, you have one 28-year-old who pleads guilty. First of all, 28-year-olds never tell the truth about anything. We'll get to that later. And then Paul Manafort, who is the, volunteer campaign coordinator.
Yeah, okay, wait, all right, hold on. All right, we'll do you a favor, okay? What do you want to talk about? What's on your mind?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's your show. I would.
Well, no, I asked you a question, but you obviously want to ignore that question because you're afraid to answer it. Do you want an easier one? Let me ask you this: do you
talk about the Mueller investigation?
Okay, let's talk about the Mueller investigation. Why did Tony Podesta leave the Podesta group? Because of what Mueller found, who was a Democrat in the first place. Okay.
I mean, if that's what's grabbing you, let's talk about Tony Podesta. Tony Podesta.
Well, would you rather talk about how
no.
Robert Mueller is also smearing the entire Greek people?
Because he's indicting Papadopoulos?
Well,
did you hear the way he said that? Did you hear the way he said that?
Let me ask you this about the Young Turks. Why don't you go and tell us about this Greek guy now? From Turks. Turkey.
I understand. I'm impressed even that you know that history, but it has nothing to do with this. It has nothing. That's not.
Okay.
The Young Turks is a saying. It's a turn of. It's classifying people who are upstarts and go against the establishment.
Go against Greeks.
So that's. Well, I mean, in history, yeah.
Oh, okay. So I'm sorry. History's not important now.
So I guess history doesn't matter.
History
we don't
doesn't
have to understand anything.
All right. So what do you want to talk about?
You guys hear an English name? Why don't you, whenever there's an English name, you go against that person just because they're English?
That happens to be the number one language of this country. I know you liberals want to change that to Spanish or something like that. But I'm sorry, English first.